special guest today is Calvin Rodriguez. He's the Business Development Director from Carnival. And we know that you guys all love Carnival. A lot of you have cruised with them. A lot of you are excited to go explore this brand. So please give him a warm welcome, all the little hearts and smiley faces. And Calvin, we're so excited to have you here. Please tell us everything about your beautiful brand.
Well, thank you, Tatiana and Steve. Thank you so much. Can you hear me just first and foremost? Yes? Okay, great. Well, I really appreciate this opportunity to be here today with all of you. It's an honor. It's a privilege, and I truly appreciate it. And being able to talk about our brand is so special to me. I've been with Carnival 20 years. And I've seen the company grow over the years, and our product and our ships have changed so much, and it's such a unique experience. It's one of a kind, and it's a great product to experience. So with that, let me go ahead and get started here. So this year, our company decided to use a different campaign this year, and we said, what's your kind of thunderstruck? And we really wanted everyone to experience their thunderstruck on Carnival. And as you can see here in the image, these families here are riding on our first roller coaster at sea, and they're getting thunderstruck. But let me not be the one to tell you what is thunderstruck. Let me show you this quick video of what thunderstruck is all about.
What's thunderstruck on Carnival?
What's thunderstruck?
Thunderstruck!
Got thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck!
So, Carnival, we're, as our president says all the time, is that we are America's cruise line. We are in 14 different home ports seasonally throughout the year. But not only that, we make it very accessible here in the U.S. for to drive to any of these ports within a 5-hour distance. So we make it really accessible for the folks here in the U.S. to get to these home ports here in the U.S. But not only that, Carnival also has expanded to other regions. We are sailing with our Carnival Pride out of London seasonally. She does have some sailings this year from August through October, and in 2023 she will be back as well from June through October of 2023. But not only that, we also have some unique experiences with our transatlantic sailings. There are 4 for 2023, which they alternate. The ship, Carnival Freedom or Carnival Pride, alternate from sailing from Tampa and from Orlando, or the return transatlantic from Barcelona or Rome. So make sure you check those out. Those are some unique sailings. And, we also cover some of our Alaska sailings from Seattle, and as well as San Francisco, and then we have those Hawaiian sailings as well for those unique itineraries, other than the Caribbean that we're known for, since we have so many ships heading to the Caribbean. But Carnival, as it is, has so many destinations that we travel to. But not only that, but you also have to think about is that when you think about the destination, you also have to think about the ship. And in today's world, the ship itself is a destination, and I'll show you some images just in a bit about some of our newer ships where we really focus on the ship product and how you can really enjoy yourself on our ship. So these next few slides are going to be about some of the offerings that we have on board Carnival, and I gotta say, these are some of my favorites. I mean, if we were to talk about everything that Carnival offered, we would be here all day. So, these are some of the highlights, some of my favorites that I really enjoy. And I got to say, when it comes to our specialty dining, I think that we are one of the top cruise lines with our Fahrenheit 555 steakhouse. I think it can compete with any land-based steakhouse or any other cruise line steakhouse around. It's truly a great experience. There is an additional cost to enjoy this, but it's totally worth it. The other restaurant that I truly enjoy, and it's a unique, intimate experience with our chefs on board, is Chef's Table. It's a table of 14, and you get a really cool, unique culinary experience in this dining experience. It's also an additional cost. And then lastly, here is another favorite of mine that we started with Carnival Horizon with Bonsai Teppanyaki, and it's a cool experience because the chef is cooking for you at the table and really doing a show for you while you're experiencing this particular experience. So I really enjoy these three restaurants. But, you know, if you want to go a little bit more casual, we do have our casual dining. And, you know, I got to say, I always like to share my experiences every time I do a presentation. And one of the things that I love is Guy's Burger Joint. And for many of those that know Guy Fieri, he is the famous Food Network star on the Food Network channel. He's really internationally known. And he created these burgers for us on board. And one of the tips that I recommend that you all do and you all share with your friends and family is that my son gave me this tip, and he told me, Dad, when you're on board and you're going to go get a Guy's Burger, there's a line and it's very long. And I go, yes, son, you're right. And he goes, here's my tip for you to share to everybody that you talk to all the time, is that when you get to ask for your burgers, make sure that you get 2 burgers and double fries. That way you don't have to make the line again, because they're so good that you're going to want to eat another one. So make sure you're hungry and you're prepared to enjoy Guy's Burger Joint. One of the other highlights that I've put in here on this slide is Big Chicken. Now, Big Chicken is available on Carnival Radiance and on Mardi Gras. And Big Chicken is Shaquille O'Neal. He was an NBA star. He is also our chief fun officer. And he has this restaurant on board, which is all chicken dishes, you know, chicken sandwiches, French fries, things like that, which, you know, it is included, and really a unique experience as well. And lastly, here is our Blue Iguana Cantina. And I love going to Blue Iguana for those breakfast burritos in the morning. There is some lunch burritos as well, tacos and tacos bowl salads that you can choose from. So, I mean, any of these 3 restaurants are really a great opportunity to enjoy. Now, we've raised the bar, I think, with some of our offerings when it comes to our drinks. We have on our ships our Red Frog Rum Bar and our Red Frog Pub. And we brew our Red Frog beer on board. You cannot find this beer anywhere. It's only available on board our ships. It's a unique drink, again, like I said, and it is a cool experience on board Carnival. Now, for my Latin people that are listening today, Havana Bar is one of my favorite places to go to in the evening to listen to some Latin music, drink a Cuban mojito, or if not, if you need to stay longer awake, then you can drink a shot of Cuban coffee, and you'll stay up to 3, 4 in the morning. But really a unique space. And I got to say one thing about Havana Bar is that, and I'll show you one of those cabins in a little bit, but one of our Havana Cabana cabins, they're a specialty cabin. There's not that many. And the cool thing about them is that they're in this particular space, and it also has a pool area that's included to those Havana Cabana cabins. So I think altogether it's a nice little package to have all of this right by your cabin. And lastly, here is our Alchemy Bar. Our mixologists are serving up these amazing cocktails that you can only find right here on Alchemy Bar. It's a great place to really enjoy before a show or maybe afterwards as well. So, we are the fun ship. We do have a lot of fun. I gotta say that when I heard that we were introducing the first roller coaster at sea, I was amazed. I was thinking how we were gonna do this, but it's on Mardi Gras, and Mardi Gras has been sailing now for a year since we restarted our operations last year in July. And I gotta say, I've experienced it. And a tip that I will share with you is that you have to ride it twice. You got to be on the driver's side because you're concentrating driving boat, and then on the passenger side in the back to really enjoy the views all the way up on the top deck of the ultimate playground. So it's a really unique and cool experience. There is a charge to ride boats, but it's very accessible as well. And our IMAX theater, which is available on Carnival Horizon. So if you want to see some of those new movies while you're at sea, we have the space for it. We have the IMAX available. We have popcorn, just like the movies, sodas, things like that you can enjoy while you're watching your movie. But a really cool experience to be on board and watch those cool, unique new movies out in the theaters. And lastly, here is our Carnival Waterworks. I mean, I'm an adult and I love going down these water slides. I mean, they're really fun. I wait for the bucket of water to just splash, all over the place. It's all about having a great time while you're on board our ships. And I think that Carnival Waterworks, with the activities and the slides that we offer, it really is a great opportunity. So it doesn't end there. We have our entertainment on board with our playlist productions. We have different shows throughout the week or throughout the days if it's a shorter cruise. But really cool shows to experience. Our Punchliner Comedy Club is also available for a family version during the day, and then for the adults during the evening. And if anybody knows Family Feud, it's been a show that's been been around for quite some time. And we started Family Feud on board Mardi Gras. Our guest audience are our contestants, and so we get the contestants from the guest on board, and we have the show, and the winner gets a ship on a stick. So it's really it's exciting, and just more things to do on board, and different activities for everyone. And for the kiddos, I gotta say that I've been with Carnival, as I mentioned, 20 years, and my daughter is 16 years old. My son is 14 years old. So as you can imagine, they started on board Carnival at an early age. And, they've experienced our Camp Ocean, our now our teens program with our Club O2, our Circle C. And then we also partnered with Dr. Seuss on board our ships with these amazing characters that you all can take pictures with. We also have a Dr. Seuss breakfast as well, where the characters come out to the tables, and there's picture opportunities. And you can have some green eggs and ham as well while you're eating. But I got to say, for those that are listening that have kids, we all know it's a challenge when they're young, and it's a bigger challenge when they're teenagers. And I got to say that our camp staff and our team staff really works really hard to entertain these kids while they're on board. And one of the things that I do, and I'll share with you my experience, is that when I get on board, the first thing I do is I run, now that they're teenagers, I run to the teen clubs. I drop off my kids there, and I don't see them for the entire week. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I do see them, but my kids disappear with these programs. So it's really a unique and cool experience, and it is an award-winning program. So now to the exciting news, some cruise announcements. And this is a shot here of Mardi Gras sailing out of Puerto Rico. It's a really beautiful picture, but I gotta say that we've been talking about Mardi Gras for quite some time. Obviously, the ship was ready to start her sailings, and then the pandemic hit. And we took this opportunity to really spend a lot of time talking about Mardi Gras. She is a ship of her own. When you compare to the rest of the Carnival fleet, she is completely different from bow to stern. She offers 6 different zones. She was the first ship in North America to be powered by liquid natural gas, which basically means it's friendlier for the environment, cleaner fossil fuels, fuels that come out from the emissions from the ship. So it's just a safer, more clean vessel while she's sailing in the waters. The other thing too is that we really spent some time on really designing our interior of this ship, our cabins, and we offered 20 different staterooms on board Mardi Gras. So some of the zones with Mardi Gras, and I'll kind of run through these quickly. But one of the things that you experience once you come on board is our Grand Central, and this space here is grand. And what I mean by that is that it's 3 decks high and it's all open space. So if you're anywhere in these decks, you can either take a seat or take on the views of this space where we have activities during the day happening, but we also have some night entertainment, and we use this space really to highlight a lot of our night entertainment that we offer, not only in the theater, but also now on the open space here in Grand Central. And there's also many restaurants in this area and shops as well. Our summer landings is towards the back or aft part of the ship. Here you can find Guy's Pig and Anchor Brew House Smokehouse. Here you can find the barbecue food, barbecue chicken, corn, things like that. And there's also a pool in this area. Typically on our ships, the aft pool or the back of the ship is typically on our ships the adult pool. You don't see that many kids in this area. You see them more where the action is on our main pool and Lido deck. Then we also have Mardi Gras. Now, we have our French Quarter, which is on Mardi Gras, and it really pays tribute to the name of the ship with New Orleans. And here is a picture of our French Quarter area, which is expanded to a larger space, but this is actually the bar, and they're serving up unique cocktails that we offer that are offered in New Orleans. Also La Piazza, which is all Italian. Here we have our Pizzeria de Capitano. We have our panini sandwiches. And we also have our Cucina de Capitano restaurant is also in the space. The Ultimate Playground. Here's where you'll find the first roller coaster at sea, Bolt. You'll also see on the next zone, which is Lido deck. For those that have sailed with Carnival, know that Lido is a name that's known across our fleet. This is where the main pool is, but we also have some new restaurants as well in this space. So Mardi Gras, she sails out of Orlando, Port Canaveral. She is offering a 7-day exotic Western Caribbean to Cozumel, Mexico, Costa Maya, Mahogany Bay, and then the alternate sailing to the eastern is San Juan, Puerto Rico, Amber Cove, and Grand Turk. So just it alternates from one week to the other, and it's year-round for Port Canaveral, currently sailing at this moment. So the future is fun. The future is looking bright. We have some new XL class ships coming to the fleet. And let's talk about Carnival Celebration. Now, one of the things I do want to mention is that it is the same style of ship. It's our XL class. The only difference with Carnival Celebration is that we like to do with our ships is a different experience while you're on board. So the ship is the same size, same capacity of people. We'll offer the roller coaster at sea as well, but she will have a different experience and really pay tribute to our 50th birthday this year. She will be sailing out of Port Miami, right here in my backyard. We are building a brand new terminal, Terminal F for fun, and she will be ready when the ship gets here in November of this year. And like her sister Mardi Gras, she will have 6 unique spaces. There's 2 that I really want to highlight, as the others are the same as her sister Mardi Gras. And those 2 spaces, and I'll get there in just a second, but the first space, as I mentioned, is Celebration Central, which is one of the first zones. This is also where you'll come in to board our ship, similar to her sister Mardi Gras. Now, in the French Quarter area, we changed it and we added the Golden Jubilee. Now, this space here is paying tribute to Carnival's 50 years birthday and anniversary, and all the ships that have either been retired or have been part of the fleet are going to be here in this space, so many that are on board can see a lot of those different even they're bringing rails and different a car from other ships, and they're bringing them to this space. That way you can experience all of the history of Carnival in this one area. And this is just right next to the bar, so you can see how the area looks, and the Golden Jubilee. And then one of the other spaces that we announced new with Celebration is Gateway. And Gateway really represents travel and the history of travel and the journey we take when we travel every time we go out and do a different experience with with so much that's offered in this world. And Gateway really represents a lot of the history of the old train stations, the airports, when you walk into Gateway. And one of the things that I thought was really cool was here on Latitudes Bar. If you remember back in the days, there used to be a message board, and in that message board in those airports or train stations, you would read the message, but every once in a while it'll change, and the message board will change and it'll make this noise, click, 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 and it'll change into a different message, and you will read it, and then it'll go back, click, 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 and it'll change to a different message. And one of the cool things is that we have a company here in the U.S. that's building this message board for us, and it's going to be on Latitudes Bar in this space. And while you're sitting there, you're going to read a different message. Sometimes the menu might be there as well. So it's really cool bar to kind of hang out and experience the whole entire space while you're there. Not only that, but Carnival has gone as far as really expanding the space with these huge windows. Now, the cool thing about these windows is that they will change throughout the day, throughout the sailing. You'll never see the same thing while you're on board. It's a different experience once you walk by, and it really shows the different destinations that we travel to. But you might also find the Carnival blimp sailing by or flying by these windows. So really a cool experience while you're walking by Gateway. We teamed up with Emerald. He had his restaurant, or he has his restaurant on Mardi Gras, and we brought Emerald's back on Celebration. But instead of focusing on a Creole experience on Celebration, Emerald's restaurant will be more international cuisine. and we'll really experience more of that international flair when it comes to food. And I think that's really cool, and the space is beautiful. As you can see on the picture here, the windows changed from one slide to the other, and that's what I mean by you'll have a different experience when you're walking by or having dinner here at Emeralds. So the other unique space, and I'll give you a little bit of history of Carnival Cruise Line. And when we first started, our first building was here in Miami, Florida, and the building where it was located was right here on 820 Biscayne Boulevard. And since this year, this ship is paying a tribute to our 50th anniversary, we decided to dedicate a zone which will be on board to 820 Biscayne. And one of the bars is called Bar 820. And we'll be serving up some of those cool, unique Miami cocktails that you can find on some of the restaurants and bars and lounges here in Miami. Not only that, but our pizzeria now is called Miami Slice. And our sandwiches is called Deco Deli. And it's just really incorporating the Miami vibe in this space. Our Cucina de Capitana will still be here. The only thing is that we are changing the ship completely. We're changing the restaurant's look completely to really look like a Miami restaurant when you're coming in to Cucina. So really cool. So boats. I gotta say, I told you guys that you gotta ride it twice, but I'm gonna show you a video of how it is to ride boats. I'm ready to ride again. I'm actually sailing on Saturday on Mardi Gras, so I can't wait. So it's a really cool experience. I hope that all of you are able to enjoy Mardi Gras soon and enjoy boats. So some of our chef celebrities that we have on board, some already I've mentioned, like Guy and Shaquille and Emeralds, but we also have Rudy as well. And both of these four of these celebrity chefs are on board Mardi Gras and Carnival Celebration with these unique restaurants to really enjoy. Now the staterooms. So Mardi Gras and Carnival Celebration will have the same decor as far as the staterooms. We really redesigned our staterooms to a more modern and sleek feel. We added special touches to these staterooms to really enhance the guest experience on board. Two of my favorite cabins, one that I already mentioned earlier was Havana Cabana. Again, these are unique staterooms. I recommend that you book these really, really ahead of time. There's only a few available. One of the things you want to keep in mind when booking these staterooms is that if you're bringing a child or children, they have to be 12 years or older. So again, 12 years or older in order to be in this particular Havana Cabana stateroom. And then for families, another cool, unique experience that we started with our Carnival Vista class ships is our Family Harbor staterooms. And these are for families. It says it right there on the name. And the cool thing about these Family Harbor staterooms is that it includes a lounge area exclusive to these cabins where families can go to this lounge. We have continental breakfast. We have games for everyone. It could be video games. It could be board games. It's also just another place to maybe relax and enjoy, or maybe just to gather, with other staterooms to plan out the day on the ship. So it's really a unique space with our Family Harbor staterooms. Carnival Celebration, like I mentioned, will be sailing out of Miami this November. She will offer two alternative sailings. The Western Caribbean will go to Cozumel, Costa Maya, Mahogany Bay, and the other sailing will go to San Juan, Amber Cove, and St. Thomas. Now, we also, not too long ago, introduced the third ship in the XL class fleet, which is Carnival Jubilee. She will be sailing out of Galveston, Texas. She will debut in 2023, so super excited about that. We are growing as a company, and we are building these bigger mega ships to our fleet. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about today also is not only we're growing, but we're also growing with our sister companies. And for many of you that know Costa, it is part of our umbrella under Carnival Corporation. And we talked about bringing over Carnival Luminosa. She will be sailing out of Brisbane, Australia. I think it's really cool because what we're going to do is we're going to keep the ship. We're going to keep this ship with that Italian feel, but with a Carnival spin-off, if you will, with these particular ships. And the other two more ships that are coming from Costa are also Vista class ships. So they are a larger vessel of ships. They will be sailing from Long Beach, California, and the other will be sailing from New York year-round. Again, these two ships will have that Italian feel, but with that Carnival flair. We wanted to keep these ships as unique with the Costa product that everyone's known. But give it a Carnival spin when it comes to these two ships, or these three ships. So with that, I want to go ahead and share with you this video of our 50th birthday and our journey that we have come from day one in 1972 to today in 2022. So with that, let's go ahead and play this.
It's our 50th birthday. Can you believe it? And we're so happy to be celebrating with you. Because it's been 50 years of the funnest moments anyone could ever wish for. 50 years of memories that will surely last a lifetime. 50 years of water slides and sea breezes. 50 years of excursions, adventures, and new experiences. 50 years. What an amazing sight to see. 50 years of fun. Thank you to everyone who's joined us over the years. Whether you're a seasoned cruise pro who's collected all the ship pins, or you've just sailed for the first time this year. It all started with one dream, to make cruising a vacation that was accessible to all. From the moment our first ship set sail, it wasn't guest and crew. It was just one big fun Carnival family. As our fleet grew, the Carnival family grew. Year after year, ship after ship. Yes, we've celebrated milestones before, but now we're celebrating the biggest one to date, our 50th birthday. And we're so grateful to be celebrating this milestone with you, the people who bring the fun, the smiles, the laughs, the joy, that special spirit that makes Carnival unlike any other cruise line or vacation anywhere. Something unmistakably unique happens when you're on a Carnival cruise. You become the most fun version of yourself. Yes, it's going to be a birthday for the ages. And you, and you, and you, and all of you are the guests of honor. See you on board. Carnival. Choose fun.
Well, I got to say thank you, everyone. I truly appreciate your time. And thank you for spending some time learning a little bit more about Carnival. It was, again, it was truly an honor to be here and show you what Carnival has for all of you to enjoy and to really go out there and do your thing. So, we couldn't be here today without all of you. So thank you for choosing fun with us. Appreciate it.